about a nonprofit yard sale and mentions estates in it. So, it says, including but not limited to all sales and title, garage, lawn, yard, patio, rummage, or estate sale at which items are sold to benefit a nonprofit cause. That's for nonprofit. Then on residential yard sale, it's defined the same way, entitled garage, lawn, yard, patio, occasional, rummage, or estate sale. So it doesn't really define estate sale, it just defines it as being an allowable sale.
So I think if we're accepting, we probably should define it clearly.
We probably should.
Maybe estate sale is where a household is being closed down because of death or...
And I think the issue is that our garage sale says you can't have it within a certain period of each other.
Right.
And that's really what they were asking for, is a second chance to get rid of everything before house sold.
Yeah, I know we haven't had any issues where somebody's tried to have too many total sales and called them estate sales. It just was the estate sale was too close to the yards, the other yards.
But there was no benefit in the past to call it a estate sale.
Right.
Here, there would be a benefit if it's not defined.
And
We were saying
define
you'd have an
estate
exception
sale.
to where if you had an estate sale, then that could be followed up with a garage sale within a certain period of time. That's an exception. But I don't know how many times this thing will come up either. Garage sales every 6 months.
You can have them 4 months apart. You can only have them 2 times in a calendar year, 4 months apart.
I'm okay, Marvin, if you want to take this back and look at it again, or whatever, but that's just my concern.
I can bring you back with the definition, but, unless you have something else you want in this language, I can adjust it accordingly.
I think everybody's seen this.
The only thing,
That we can get that estate sale defined.
my only comment would be that the incidents that came to us was where they wanted to have two sales, regardless of what we call them, close together.
Right.
So if you're going to go with defining an estate sale and call one of them the estate sale and then the next one the garage sale, I guess that accomplishes that. But if you call them both estate sales, I guess that's okay, because, yeah, so I guess, yeah, if we define it, then
The two of them we're bearing with is both of them were leaving the house.
right.
Out there for the house.
I mean, you can say the house be,
If the main occupant is leaving for whatever reason, and they're just trying to get rid of stuff, so. To me, that's a different
estate
than a
sale
garage
would be
sale.
for a change of occupancy.
If you're gonna stay there after the garage sale, normally, but on the estate sale, I mean, that means
That way.
you're moving out, or in the process of moving out.
Pretty done.
Yeah.
Well, then you moved out.
Well, you're leaving.
Yeah.
You might walk down there and we get carried out.
We're gonna
Stuff going too.
give this one back to staff to tighten up the definition, or it sounds like, so we will move to item number 13, which is consider approval of ordinance number 1243-2019, granting to Encore Electric Delivery Company LLC its successors and assigns an electric power franchise to use present and future streets, alleys, highways, public utility easements, public ways, and public property of the city of Little Oak, Texas, providing compensation therefore, providing for an effective date and a term of said franchise, providing for written acceptance of this franchise, providing for the repeal of all existing franchise ordinances to Encore Electric Delivery Company LLC, its predecessors and assigns, and finding that the meeting at which this ordinance is passed is open to the public.
Well, this is probably the first stab at it, according to my attorney.
Yeah,
so.
this is premature, we actually told you before you read it. But yes, so this, Kara is looking at this, these take usually several months to negotiate with Encore.
They take longer than some other companies.
Yeah, and well, and Encore's one of the more difficult ones, but they presented you with their standard agreement, which has many terms that we would find unacceptable to recommend to you. So Tara, is it may not be next month, but before the end of the year.
Now, you have to read all that.
Yeah.
Alright, so, move past item number 13, we will now move to item number 14, which is council work session, discussion and/or action on the fiscal year 2020 operational budget. Mark?
I handed y'all a handout, I don't know if you had a chance to look at it. But basically, with litigation that's come up over Senate Bill 944 regarding public information on text messaging and on email, the chief has come up with a plan that will cover the text messaging, but the emailing, that's going to probably require us to have to change to Office 365, which is the only one that backs us up, and it's also protected under government securities that would actually keep all of your emails and be able to meet this law if it was ever come up. Problem is, I didn't originally have that budgeted in this amount. And in order to do this, and not only that, in talking to my IT today, Windows 10 will no longer be supported after January. Now, they can go in there and put a what's called a Windows 10 patch in there and get through this next year. But that cost, along with doing the government security with Office 365, is an additional $42,000. $21,000 for the water, $21,000 for the general, which changed the bottom line to incorporate that. But I have to go on and plan for it because otherwise I would have to be coming back and I don't want to do that. So in order to do that, that created a deficit of $7,000, well, that's not a deficit, it's a budget in the red of $7,187 in the general. And that doesn't include any employee increases or anything like that. Now, I do know that I can, if I incorporated the increases in it, if it was a 1%, it would be a negative $23,642. 2% would be $40,0997. Now, I know this is not popular, but according to my auditor, I can do that as a prior year funding and incorporate that in and have a balanced budget because there's excess spending from the previous year. If the council was receptive to do that way, then we could balance like that. Otherwise, it's a budget in the red.
The auditor says that's an acceptable method, and I don't know why that.
Because it's smoke and mirrors, it's not a balanced budget.
Why do we pay him to be our auditor?
He uses the books I write to do his auditing. But, by the way, no, it's just, I mean, you can, I think it's misleading to call that, it's not a balanced budget. You can show it, you can put a line item that way. But for us to say our budget's not in the red, it's balanced, would be misleading at best. Because it's not. You know, it's like saying, you know, we've got money in the bank, right? And then so my issue, if you want to present it that way, Marvin, you can, but I don't think you should refer to it as a balanced budget. Because it's, or if you say the budget is balanced by using prior year fund balance.
Yeah.
But most people take, when you say a balanced budget, that means your inflows and your outflows are the same. And red means the outflows are more than the inflows. You know, in the black, the inflows are more than the outflows. So, I don't know what's the motivation to do it, I guess, is my question.
Other than to show it as
Balance?
balanced.
So, my question has to do with the whole Office 365 thing. So, you're talking about buying Office 365 for all the employees, or